Subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
The teens right now are not going to know what K-drama
What real K-drama is.
I was so blindly sprinting, because I didn't know where I was going. Auditions are very nerve-wracking for me. It makes me very, very nervous and very uncomfortable.
Let's do this.
When it comes to you, I get super nervous.
The Zoom house act.
And
You're more nervous than I am.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah, and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the very talented Prajakta Koli. What's up?
Shravan, I'm good. How are you?
I am great, and I'm so glad I said Prajakta Koli and not Koli.
I'm very, very proud of you and of myself for having this relationship where this is established now.
It has to be established. I mean, you made the surname Koli very proud. Maharashtrians are very proud of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back in time. Okay. And I want you to remember the first time you thought that, hey, you know what? I want to do something in the entertainment space. I want to probably become an actor. Let me just ask you this. Was it always this thing that, hey, somewhere, when I want to grow up, I want to become an actor? Was this always, and was there ever a thought?
There was always a thought, but I knew that I'm going to be a performer for sure. Ever since I was very, very young, I knew that I'm going to be a performer because I was very quick to understand in school कि और कुछ आता नहीं.
Story of my life.
So very soon I realized that, I like languages and I like performing and I love speaking and I love being in the school drama club. I love dancing. I love poetry recitation, things like that. I was always a part of this growing up. Is why when my parents used to ask me, even before I knew that I'm going to be a radio jockey, I think somewhere in my head, I always knew that I'm going to be a performer. I'm going to be on stage or on camera, or I knew that that's where my, my soul is.
But when you're growing up, okay, and you watch so much content that's out there, and back then, of course, it was television, right? For all of us, all the 90s kid, it was all television
and movies,
television and movies, and all the K-drama that we've witnessed, the real K-drama that we saw.
Yeah, the teens right now are not going to know what K-drama
what real K-drama is. They think I'm talking about the Korean drama. They don't know we're talking about the Ekta Kapoor drama.
Yeah.
But was there ever an actor, rather than Hrithik Roshan, who you have admired on screen?
I mean, I have loved everything Konkana Sen Sharma has done. I am just always mesmerized by her. I had the opportunity of meeting her at an award function. And I was just like, oh my God, she knew my name. And she told me she'd watched a few of my videos and I was just blown away. I said, how is this even live? I love Kiran Kher. I enjoy watching her on screen so much. It's not even funny. I love... so many. I mean, you can't really choose, but I mean, I honestly feel very happy that I grew up watching so many more movies than I do right now. मैं उतने movies अभी नहीं देख पाती हूँ जितना मुझे देखना पसंद होगा. So I'm very glad कि my parents made sure that I watched a lot of movies when we were growing up.
Yeah. Then moving on to your YouTube, and all of us know the madness that it has. Okay. Today, when you sit back actually and look at that aspect of your life, because it's an important aspect of who you are today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's where everything comes from.
Is Prajakta Koli happy?
I am very happy. And I remember having this conversation when, as a YouTuber, I remember I started giving my first few interviews. Everyone used to keep asking me, Prajakta, where do you see this going in the next 2 years? Where do you see yourself? And I was so blindly sprinting, because I didn't know where I was going. Nobody knew where digital platforms are going. Nobody had predicted, platforms to become so big. And we still can't predict where this is going. I remember just saying that, I don't know where I'm going, but wherever I'm going, I'm very happy is what I know. That I'm going to be very happy when I get there. And 2 years down the line, I mean, none of this I had predicted. I never thought I'd be doing shows or films or, any of these things. So I am extremely happy and grateful.
Nice. Last year you made your OTT debut. Okay, there was Kali Pulao that you did. Also Mismatched happened.
Mismatched happened.
And I mean, listen, it's a dream for everybody to be on Netflix. Like, I mean, it's one of those platforms that everybody wants to be on. And bro, you are already on it and killing it. And how? So let's talk a little about that. When mismatch happened to you, okay, and when they came to you, were you like, bro, let's just go for it? Let's read later on.
Quite contrary to this, it did not actually come to me. I got a very regular casting call from Panchami, who's our casting director, who also casted me for Jug Jugg Jeeyo. She reached out to me saying, "Hi Prajakta, I'm casting for a show called Mismatch, and I would like for you to test for one of the parts." Back then, the show was called When Dimple Met Rishi, because it's based on Sandhya Menon's book, which is called When Dimple Met Rishi.
Yeah.
So they're like, for Dimple, and I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And I went in for an audition, and that was also quite a fun story because auditions are very nerve-wracking for me. It makes me very, very nervous and very uncomfortable, and I kept avoiding it. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to go. And the day that the audition was, I was supposed to fly to Japan. And I told my team, I said, oops, can't make the audition. I have to go to Japan. But there was a tornado that came in Japan and my flight got delayed 6 hours. And my team was like, okay, now. Sudeep, who's from my team, he's like, now you have to go and give the audition. That's how I went for my audition. Then I got a call back from Akash, who is our showrunner and one of the directors of season 1. He's like, listen, Netflix, and I really liked your tape. Can you come back again for a screen test with the boy that we want to cast as Rishi? And that's when I met Rohit for the first time, and we did a scene together, and that's how it happened. So I actually knew exactly what I was getting into. They'd sent me all the material, and it was a very regular auditioning process, and I'm glad it happened that way.
Yeah. So I think we should, for 2 minutes, just thank the tornado in Japan, because that wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have got you in Mismatch. So thank you to the tornado in Japan for letting Prajakta audition for this thing. Moving on from there, okay. Now there's Jug Jugg happening. Okay. I mean, look at the stellar star cast. There's Prajakta Koli in it. I mean, forget everybody else. There's Prajakta Koli in it. Can we talk about that? So Jug Jugg again. Okay. Did you have to audition for it, or this one was you auditioned for Jug Jugg also?
I did. Panchami only casted me. So Panchami gave me a call saying, hey Prajakta, I'm casting for a film. It's a Dharma film. It's a great project. It's a great story. It's a great part. It's an ensemble cast. And we want to test you for it. And I was like, sure. So she sent me a couple of scenes. I sent my audition tape. Went through. Then we had a meeting with Raj, who's our director.
Yeah.
And that's how that came around.
Oh, but this time you were okay auditioning. This time you were nervous.
No, I saw what happens when you audition. No, now.
Yeah, you saw the brownie points that you get after you audition.
I see the upside of auditioning.
Yeah. Also, I saw the look that has come out from Jug Jugg. And I like your look. I love this look of
That is such a funny picture. It's such an emotional picture of me just going.
I know for a fact that can be Prajakta in real life too, and I don't have to tell her to do anything. But listen, when you work with such talent houses like Neetu Kapoor and Mr. Anil Kapoor, what is that like? Like, what do you take from such talent houses?
Everything that you can. I mean, I feel so blessed that I got to be on the same set as them for so many days, for so many hours every day, where I actually had the pleasure of sitting down and talking to Neetu ma'am and talking to Anil sir and VD and Kiara and everybody. We would all sit down when we were shooting in Chandigarh. Everyone is just so warm. We'd go out for a meal or two. I think we'd gone out for dinner. Very, very sweet, very, very welcoming. I think I was very, very nervous about that because I was like, I'm such a fish out of water sort of a situation, because this is not YouTube. This is a completely different world, and you think dharma, and you think it's gonna be, oh my god. But I realized that once the camera starts rolling, it's just a bunch of performers who absolutely love their job and are brilliant at it. Yeah. And being in their presence and seeing them do what they do so effortlessly. I mean, the number of times I've seen Neetu ma'am perform, and it's just like, oh my god, like how does she do it? Like, how is this woman so gorgeous? Anil sir, VD, Kiara, everybody. I mean, I was just in constant awe of everyone.
But listen, how happy a mom dad to know that, hey, a girl is making her debut on the big screen.
They are very happy. They are very, very happy. And I mean, that news has sort of seeped in now because I broke it to them last year. when we actually started shooting for Jug Jugg. Yeah, we were shooting for Jug Jugg for over a year now.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was quite a oh my god moment. When they were just like, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna process this, and they're like, we don't know how we're gonna process that. But all of us are just thinking, and I was like, chodo, let's not think about it. We'll think about it. So I think all of us have just compartmentalized those nerves into like a tiny box in the back of our head. And June 24th is when the film comes out. I think 23rd of June is when we're all going to collectively freak out about it.
Yeah, collectively open that box, freak out together, and then see what happens.
That's what's going to happen. But they've been super supportive through everything, not just through this, but like when I decided to start YouTube, through all my crazy decisions to just jump into new things, and they've just been super, super supportive about everything. I wouldn't have done this without them.
But thank you so much, Prajakta, for doing this.
So
You're a fab person.
So much. Thank you.
Keep soaring high always.
Thank you.